Helping others is something one should always try to do, but sometimes the best thing to do is let them learn by themselves. During my time as a peer tutor in Mass Bay, I realized that I had a talent for tutoring. Much of my success from tutoring came from having patience, as it was crucial to allow the student to learn at their own pace. Although I had to be very comfortable with the material that I was tutoring, I found it was sometimes more beneficial to let the student just work through the problem with me, and they would retain the information much longer. Another important trait to have when tutoring someone is being able to relate to the student and understand where they're struggling. My talent for tutoring encompasses my patience, understanding, and knowledge to become an effective tutor. Patience is a trait that facilitates my desire to help others by never giving up on a student. As long as a student shows a desire to learn, I will try and do my best to help them accomplish that goal. By allowing the student to learn at their own pace, I found that it makes them retain the information much more effectively. Although I do not claim to be able to successfully tutor everyone, I will always make a wholehearted effort in doing so. Being patient is generally a good way to keep the respect of a student, but sometimes a student needs to be pushed. In these cases, I have to be able to realize when a student is pretending to try in order to get me to answer the problems for them. Understanding when a student is actually struggling or when they're just playing along is difficult, but it's something that I feel must be learned. As I tutored more, I was able to pick up on cues that told me whether the student was understanding the material or not. I initially thought I was doing pretty good at tutoring until I realized that I was seeing the same student come back with the same exact questions. This showed me how my methods were not yet perfect and my talent in tutoring was unrefined. By trying to prompt the student to reiterate the material that we covered together and periodically letting the student take the lead on the problem, I was able to determine how much they actually learned. My talent for tutoring is guided by careful observation of the tuttee. Naturally, when attempting to teach a subject, one must also be very well versed in the topic. I only tutor in courses that I've taken or ones that I can understand. In most cases, I am able to recall from previous experience on how to solve a problem, but when I am unable to, I must turn to other options. Sometimes I can figure out how to solve the problem using other techniques I learned from other classes, possibly more advanced classes, but that's not beneficial to the student. The best way to handle these cases is to find a concrete solution through their textbook, another tutor, or even their instructor. Giving a student a solution they can actually apply in class is very important to me, as the reason they came to tutoring is to get that solution in the first place. While I am confident in my ability to tutor, I must also realize that I am not the only resource that student can turn to. Knowing when to pass off the tutoring to someone else is also part of being an effective tutor. I'm very proud of my talent as a tutor, and I enjoy being a helping hand to others. As I continue to improve my teaching ability, I believe that I can increase the education of everyone around me, and including myself. There are many things that I believe I can still do better, such as managing my time and making better decisions, but I am happy with my current state. In the future, I hope to expand on my talents and become much more than just a good tutor. For now, though, I will continue to tutor where I can and help everyone around me.